Their credentials are impressive, from spending a year in a third world country to grueling search and rescue training as part of the course list leading to a degree in international rescue and relief. Tonight, that work takes 4 students from Union College to Haiti.
Part of our overall goal in training our students in IRR is to help them gain a perspective on how they can help other people in times of need. When the earthquake hit Haiti in January, we realized very quickly that this would be a great exposure to our students to be able to see firsthand what the scope of large-scale disaster management is.
I had the privilege of doing the overseas semester last school year, and so I've done a lot of rural mobile medical clinics before, and the complaints that we saw from the people in Haiti were very similar to what we saw in Central America. And so that was very comfortable and very familiar to me, and without the experience of IRR, I wouldn't have been ready for that.
When I got there, people were actually going into the hospital. It was still limited, so it was mostly operations that were going into the hospital. If they're just treating rashes and colds or something like that, they were trying to take care of those outside. There were a lot of people that were just staying in donated tents because they wouldn't stay in the hospital rooms yet, but they still couldn't leave the hospital. So it was a tent city in the hospital.
These doctors had us come with them, and we got basically a crash course in casting. And so we were all learning, and it was just really cool, you know, to see, just to be able to do that. You know, most people don't get that kind of opportunity.
For one lady, they were doing a reconstruction surgery for her amputated arm. She was prone to like roll, and so they're like, hey, we need somebody over here to hold her in place. And I'm like, oh, pick me. So I got to actually help the surgery. That also gave me an up-close view, I guess, of like the teamwork between the doctors.
The second time that I went, we actually ran some clinics, and I got to be a practitioner. I had my own translator, and you know, I don't remember how many patients we saw, but it was quite a few. The whole clinic together saw like 600 patients in one day, and it's just an amazing experience, you know, to be able to help these people.
6 o'clock in the morning came around, we were all still sound asleep, you know, in our little room, the only air-conditioned room in the hospital. And the room starts jolting around, and we're half asleep. We're like, what is going on? And after every earthquake, starting with that 5.9 one that woke us up, we had to check out the building. We had the most experience of anyone there, so they had us, you know, see if it's safe to be in, basically. And
this whole corner is just not good. You can see this here, and down underneath is the radiology room that faces this way, and there's all sorts of deeper cracks, and there's plaster falling off of the corner columns.
When we were getting ready to go, we definitely did not expect to do any body recovery, but that's what we ended up doing for the first 2 days.
And there were 5 stories, and they were all about as flat as they could be. And through the tangle of rebar and crumbled cement, you could see some remains of like human inhabitation there. So that's what we were going for to get out. The stuff that we wouldn't have to dig very deep in to get a hold of, because we didn't have heavy equipment for the first 6 hours or so. And one of our team members actually worked it out so that we could get heavy equipment in there. Then we were able to move a lot more rubble and uncover a few more people. You
know, the training that we've gotten has really prepared us for that. All the classes that we've taken here at Union in the IRR program, you know, they teach you to treat people, but they also teach you how to take care of yourself psychologically and how to deal with things like that.
When you see their family members getting closure and crying and singing and actually saying goodbye to their loved ones, and it's actually a really good feeling.
One of our team members brought a lot of stickers, a lot of bubbles, and balloons. And the kids learned quickly how much fun it is to blow bubbles in people's faces. They would, kind of mob around you. So if you sit down on the ground and you start doing something, whether playing with stickers or balloons or something, like the kids will come and stand over you, and the first, round of them might sit down next to you, but beyond that, like it's just like this canopy of kids. You look up and you just see faces everywhere.
And when we go out there and do it doesn't matter what we do, just as long as that we're showing them that we're giving them our time, we're giving them our talents, then they really, really appreciate it. And they just want to talk to you, and they want to touch you and get to know you a little bit better, and you make some really, really good friends down here, and they're sincere. They're really sincere, and you can see it in their eyes when you're talking to them, and that's a really, really good feeling.
We experienced a lot of unpleasant things, but working with the people of Haiti far outweighed any negative experiences we had. I came to Union College because there was honestly nothing else in the academic realm that interested me. I'm somebody that looks for variety and activity and adventure, and this is the only place I found that.
One thing that medical schools look for is people that have experience doing medical work. And so the IRR program gives them a great opportunity to do that.
Being a four-year degree, there is quite a bit of academic work. But when we go to Colorado, we spend 5 weeks camping and doing swiftwater rescue and technical rope rescue, and that's the funnest stuff in the world. It's kind of surreal to be doing that and experiencing that and realize that you're getting college credit for it, and that's part of your education.